I keep seeing the same mistake over and over again. Successful executive, late 50s, about 3 million saved, doing everything right, about to make a decision that'll cost them over $1 million. And the wild part, their advisor thinks it's a smart move. Now, here's how it goes. They've got 2 million in deferred compensation from their company. Their advisor says, take the lump sum, roll it into your IRA. We'll invest it aggressively. You've got time. Let's maximize growth. Now that sounds smart, doesn't it? On paper, it makes perfect sense. In reality, the lump sum distribution pushes them into the highest tax bracket, which is nearly 50% that's gone immediately in federal and state taxes. It triggers Medicare, IRMA surcharges for the next 2 years. It increases their IRA balances, driving up future RMDs and keeping them in a higher tax bracket throughout retirement. So it costs them over 1.2 million in unnecessary taxes and loss compounding over 30 years. All because everyone's answering the question, how do we maximize returns? But nobody's asking, how do we make sure they actually get to keep and use this money? Now, see, here's what I learned surviving 25 years on Wall Street through crashes most people only read about. The portfolio with the highest projected return on a spreadsheet isn't necessarily the one that performs the best in real life, because real life includes tax law changes that you can't predict, healthcare costs nobody sees coming, market crashes at the worst possible time, and Medicare rules that punish you for having too much income in a single year. I watched optimized portfolios get destroyed in 2000, then 2008, then 2020. Not because the investment strategy was wrong, because there was no protection around the strategies. So here's what can actually work with the right planning. Structure the deferred compensation payout over 5 years instead of one lump sum. Now, this keeps you in a lower tax bracket each year and avoids that IRMA trap entirely. Now, coordinate it with your other income sources and build in flexibility for healthcare costs and tax changes. Does this leave returns on the table? According to some projection model, maybe. On paper, in reality, it keeps a much more substantial amount of money in your pocket, because you make sure nothing can break the plan first. Market crashes, rule changes, health issues, and then you optimize for the life they actually want to live. That's the sequence that matters. I learned this the hard way. Listen, I lost my father at 13. His business collapsed because he had no plan or no protection. Then I navigated my wife's terminal cancer and saw how even great plans fall apart when life doesn't cooperate. So now I help people build retirements that work even when life doesn't go according to plan. If you've got a deferred compensation plan, stock options, or complex benefits, subscribe to my Secure Retirement Formula newsletter, and I'll cover some of these key questions that your advisor should be asked, but probably isn't. Don't let complexity cost you your future.